Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On second down, Connor looking for space. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup, 9 yards on 1st down.
Got about 6 hours left.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we all can talk about a variety in play calling, usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, Williams. And that one blown up quickly. As he's going to be stopped before he can even get started.
Station joint.
We all have
go get the
habits.
joint.
We
It's
can't
like
be
$5.
so unpredictable.
You
You know me pretty well on second down short.
But if you got a yearly subscription, you already have it.
I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Man open left side, it's Williams. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain into the lead to a 4th
Let me get you out of this game, though. Hey, matter of fact, I got live anyway. I'm on live. If you got YouTube.
Trying to throw the ball just didn't work on that one.
Completed it.
I think Remy Ruff is my name. Look for Remy Ruff.
Colquitt
Search
on the
that.
kick as he sends it away. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he connects with Vance McDonald. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here we go. Who's 30? Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Take both of them.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger. He'll fight a man over the middle. It's Washington. That one good for 26 and a first down.
You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Connor on the toss play, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football.
They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Now it's Roethlisberger.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Colin Saunders able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now.
He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Attack! Switch!
On 2nd down now, it's Williams.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Switzer on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 35 on second down, Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second down, it's Connor. The gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. He was looking for Watkins that time.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ben leaves to Connor on the draw. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted
but it winds up falling incomplete. And the Steelers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from the 3 and out.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down now, it's Connor, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you want to dig this hole? See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, but it'll be second down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to... Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 17-3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Yellow, 180.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, it's Williams, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to bring up a third down.
55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start with a give to Connor. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First down, Steelers. Hey! 180. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Cut.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Rush coming in. He's taken down. Darren Lee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. On second down now, it's Connor. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hey. We got three. Three down.
They begin the drive with Williams. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Yellow.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check 31.
Again, it's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Yellow. Hey, I'm coming. Check 9. Rush in. Hey, Riblin.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he brings us up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They go play fake. Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Touchdown. Damian Williams, 46 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Big 4th down conversion. And the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Quarter.
Here's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Roethlisberger and McDonald here over the middle. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 1, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got Moncrief. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Roethlisberger now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Yellow, yellow. That's big south. Check four. Come back. 55, come on, God, 55.
On first down, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You think you won't get this? Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Attack.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Watch a slant.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so...
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but they did it.
Some of the best fan support in the league. They take pride in it. They love their team. They rally around them, good and bad. But when it's good, oh, it is so difficult to come into this place and get a win. From the time they sing the national anthem and finish it with the home of the Chiefs.
That was good. It felt better when you played against somebody.
You're in trouble right from that moment, usually.
Definitely felt better.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis.
You got another one in you?
And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Black 11!
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
The first down throw here for Rivers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that... bring up second down.
Set! 180!
Mike's going boom.
12.
Watch quick. Watch
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Allen has it left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Gregory 90! Black 15!
Get that quarterback! And on. 44, Mike, 44. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 44's the Mike, 44's Mike.
Hey!
Let's get this ball back.
White 89!
Throwing Rivers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer They would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check 50, check 50.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow. What we got? What we got? What we got? Attack, attack. Crunch. Crunch. Hey, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 36. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Anthony Hitchens able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. There goes Melvin Gordon. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of him away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, let's go. Fight! Back.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Black 15!
3rd and long for Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Easy.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And a short gain here down to the 22. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Check, relax.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. Rivers now to throw on first down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. 10 more there, and another first down. To throw, Rivers. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Rivers with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Badgley able to punch this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. The drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
So we've hit intermittent. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Step 180, block 11.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at the 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll hand it off now. Williams gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Check 3, check 3. Hey, 57, 57 color, 57 color.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rivers now. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
You better be afraid of me.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this all... And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
I got you, boy.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Shit.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Red! Three down. Hey, check. 3 down. Hey, Charlie. Mine's 50. Behind.
To throw is Rivers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Set. We're okay. Black 15. White!
Throwing again. Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there. A big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Rivers keeps himself upright. And that's incomplete.
Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Rivers. And Allen's got it. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Rivers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. He's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ready! Round 80! Here we go. Showing it. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Delta! 5. 59. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Here we go.
From the gun, Rivers. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
I know he ain't got it. You. Come on out here. Come get some.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. A Charger 1st down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Rivers here to throw. He's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check 3. Left. Alpha.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set. 180. 50. 50. Focus, defense, focus. Behind.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
Who game we? On that 59, number 59. No. You know what I noticed on this game?
Charles, the old saying, the old cliche.
I guess they knew everybody was trying to do that RPO shit. Every time I did that shit, you came right. Dude came right through every time.
Football, low scoring, close game.
Everything. I don't know, dog. Them joints, man. God damn.
I certainly did.
I don't know about that. Them joints, man.
Game of old.
So every single time I did anything that looked like that, your man came straight in on the joint. He sacked me like 3 straight times or something like that. And then on the run that I got when I fumbled at the end, and when I got to the touchdown, I already knew if you keep celebrating like that, somebody get near you, he gonna knock the ball out anyway. And I just kept my hand on the button. I don't even know why I even did that. I knew he was gonna knock me. If he touched me before I got to the end zone, I was gonna fumble.
For my partner,
that happened every
Davis, and all
time.
the hard-working
That shit right there, dog.
Brandon Gaudin.
They got a tough
Watching
defense.
the NFL
Them
right
niggas
here
Bosa,
on
man.
EA Sports.
I see now that's what it's about on this
so
thing right
long
now.
from Southern California.
That defensive line shit is just, dog. Some of the patterns I couldn't even I couldn't even get a good going. Your man was already in there. Yeah, that joint take forever. And them niggas, do they even go for play fakes on the game? Play action? God damn. They coming straight in on them joints.
You say what?
They coming straight in on them joints, man.
Hey, what was last shit load up?
Say it again.
When is last shit load up?
When does what load up?
My game.
For yours, you got the early joint. Yours gonna load up that I think come out Tuesday.
Tuesday midnight, right?
Yeah, and I get it like Friday at midnight. Yeah.
GameStop had this joint where you get that joint now about Monday.
Say it again.
GameStop had this joint where if you buy the hard copy, you can pick it up Monday.
Oh man. Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That don't even. Where that fumble at? That was right before the half or something? That was first or second quarter. Kendall Foot. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that run. Yeah, that nigga Gordon, he tough running. And I knew your man. I knew if I kept on doing it, I'm going to do it too. But good shit though, big bro. Good job. That plate. I got to try this shit out. I need to learn how to do that. If it's something to it or how to do it or I don't know. Say it again.
What are you doing on the field?
As soon as I hike the ball, dog, you in there. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you got that side of the block there. Yes.
Yeah, that shit, man. Hey, because you my man.